So, today I'm here with a little bit of different topic, but um, I feel we are all interconnected with the same thing at last. The basics are the same. Inward journey for healing. Okay. The topic is inward journey for healing. Let's dive inside. So, healing, we don't have any definitions for all these things, but definitely we all try to mold with words like we try our own definitions in all these things, like how to go in, how to come out, how to heal, what to do, what not. But again and again, every single uh, presentation or whatever I say, the basic remains the same. A proper breathing method, properly you do your meditation, do your means you have to sit down. It's not about like you're going to do an exercise particularly. Yes, definitely. There are different exercises that help you like to connect much more deeper. That is a different thing. We'll see. You have to learn that ABCD has to be learned. If you don't know the alphabets well, then you cannot develop words, sentences, paragraphs, and then the full page. So it is the same over here. So the beginning, I would say the inward journey or the we are driving inward and how to do that to reach that place or that area or that zone to heal yourself or others is very important. But before that, you have to practice. As I always say, every single time, like people may get bored, but the thing is that without that, nothing is possible. Yeah, some people might be born like that. That is a different thing. They are blessed like that. But definitely, all are not that lucky. Okay. So we have to do that homework. Or it is not a homework, like it's a passion, hobby, or then it's like something coming from your inward that you suddenly get attracted or you feel like going into that thing. So the thing called meditation or then pranayama, what we do, or the exercises for developing your concentration. If you are not like positive, or your vibrations, your body, your voice, your tone, your eye, means that aura has to widen. It has to get enlarged. It should be spread out in kilometers, right from 0 to 100, 500, 1000, 2000 किलोमीटर और आपको बढ़ने दो वो नहीं बढ़ेगा तो कुछ नहीं होगा. So let's begin with that thing कि how you are going to go inner and why you are going to go inner. Inward journey means हम कोई अलग वाला डेफिनेशन नहीं दे रहे यहाँ. इनर और इनवर्ड जर्नी मतलब हम लोग अपने अंदर झांक के देखिए. अंदर झांकने के लिए टू रीच दैट इनसाइड there are certain methods. Yes, there are. Because everybody is not like this thing they are all like blessed or they know from beginning only how we are going to go inside and just like they don't have that ability in the beginning to sit down like that. Suddenly you go inside deep, you are already lost in that world. You become thoughtless, breathless, or even the breathing becomes slow or then lengthy, smooth, whatever. But slowly we learn. Na? We are like as a human being or like whatever as a student, you need to do that slowly one by one to reach there. Out of 199 people or 98 people, they have to develop it. Those one or two are lucky that they have already born with that thing. So that happens to them. They start doing that automatically without going anywhere or learning into the books or looking at others. No, suddenly they find themselves happy in that mode and they go inside. So for going in, you need to like concentrate. It can be a object concentration or whatever. Like you go for the kutusta, start meditating. Breathe should become a bit lengthy or then deeper, but in a rhythmic way, smooth. Because if the breath is rough or then improper, then it will not give you that wonderful results which you are expecting. You can't stop the breath by force. You're hurting yourself if you're doing so. Because I've seen people personally just to develop that force or that some kind of power or that psychic power or whatever, they have been forcing themselves like rhythmic breath रहेगा बाजू में, they'll be like stopping that breath for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It's like you're exhausted. Okay, I can feel when you stop that thing, we all feel that the energy is moving. The breath is actually moving into the areas which they aren't when you are doing it normally. But then there can be a issue out of it. Sometimes you may end up in a improper way, imbalanced way. It may create certain problems also, like um, maybe indigestion, or then suddenly you may get exhausted, or suddenly the pressure might come up. Anything can happen. Just by saying yoga or pranayam or meditation does not mean that every time you get to going to get 100% wonderful result. But because the thing is that you are not doing it properly. Directly talking all these things because this is what is being like. We have to show it. We have to tell people. सांसें रोकना को प्राणायाम नहीं बोलते. वो जितना स्मूथली होगा, जितना रिदमिक होगा, उतना ही फायदा देगा. That smoothness, that rhythm will give you that extra edge, that extra power, that extra concentration. Because it is all happening. You are not forcing. Understand that, please. It's a very like I always say there are the thin line is always going to remain when you think like that. In every single topic, wherever you go, it's not about yoga. In any field where you go, that line is always going to remain is par ya us par wala. Are you getting it? So you have to balance yourself. Otherwise, you have to learn which is the better off and where we have to not step. That is most important. So this is a wonderful science. Going deep inside is very, very deep because it is beyond all subjects. Breathing is necessary, meditating is necessary. You are doing it 24 hours, but not in a proper way. Life itself can become a meditation, but we are like unable to think that like that, or then we don't go into that mode because nobody has taught us, nobody has talked on that. Our families keep on talking something else. And we all talk about relatives, friends, food, movies, entertainment, and especially today's though it's all mobile, all gadgets. But do we ever talk with our family regarding our breath, regarding diving inward, regarding how to concentrate? I feel majority of the family it's a big, big, big zero and no. Basics are not there. You may end up getting very clever, you may end up using great gadgets, you may end up being a totally like entertained or you're giving entertainment, whatever. But basics are not there. You may end up becoming rich or whatever I'm telling you. But still you have not lived your life, I would say. Purpose where you came down on earth is not followed only. Like you are not even trying to go into that, you know it, the purpose of life. You're not even trying to like peep into that, okay, I want to see that what it is. Just living and living and living and one fine day you die. Even if you have 100 crore rupees in your pockets, does it make any sense if you don't know why you have lived life? One fine day you're dying. That time, I feel many of us, means many, nearly all of us start realizing suddenly that, oh, I missed something. Now, understand that we have to go very rhythmic, we have to learn the basics well, we have to practice them well, because these are the things which are going to develop the subconscious. That activeness will come into it, the sharpness will come, the spine will become much more like vibrative. The heat gives you a lot of energy. It passes through the chakras. It gives you a lot of power also. How much time you are giving now, that is very important. That will take you to the right like path for healing. Just dive inward means what? The topic says dive inward or go inward for healing. What does that mean? Just by like just going for a lecture or two, or then reading a book or two, and you suddenly sit down. No, it will take time. You really have to go deep. Like you have to understand yourself first. Reading is great, learning is great, everything is great. But when you come back home, or when you're alone, or when you're like into that spot, you should actually understand what you have read, what you've been taught by your teacher or guide, or wherever you learned it from a friend or wherever. You have to dive deep into it. Because without that, healing is not possible. Yes, चमत्कार हो जाते हैं जैसे वो हमारे एक फिल्म एक्टर थे ना जॉनी लीवर साहब. He suddenly one day touched someone and he the person opposite to him got healed. Now, okay, it was a blessing that he was able to do all that things. But not all. Now it's a rare case. It's a rare case. So concentration is very important. Thought force is very important. Breathe is very important. How you are creating that vacuum or that zeroness into you is very important. It's not that easy. Even for 10 seconds to go into that state where you are into a zero zone without knowing anything or thinking anything. You can't even like go for the 10, 20, 30 seconds I'm telling you. If your ability is that also, then you're enough, I would say. I've said this before also in my presentation. Yeah, yes. You develop powers. I'm not telling that that healing powers come up. But actually, like if you see properly, if you're doing that meditation or whatever, like you're dhanasta mein ho, to see how much moments you can be without thought, without an thought coming to your mind or subconscious or wherever. Are you really into that vacuum? Find it yourself. Rarely it happens, isn't it? And if you are able to do that, it's like enormous energy is like thrown out. Like you, बहुत सारी create हो जाती है energy, like पूरा nuclear bomb की तरह. Here it's a wonderful thing, but we don't do it. Means the we don't put that effort, I feel. And the effort means I don't say that you have to do that homework or particular method or something. It should happen effortlessly. Like वो प्यार से होना चाहिए, smoothly होना चाहिए. वो प्यार दिल में जो होता है ना, वो जैसे कि हमको मुझे आइसक्रीम अच्छी लगती है तो मुझे कितना प्यार से खाऊंगा ना मैं. I'll eat that ice cream with all my real like oh God, I just love that thing. Here also that is also necessary over here. No? So then it will grow faster in a better way. Because the passion, that love for that thing you want, it's from inside. Now again, the healing part. People will ask, कि ये प्रेयर करूँ, ये प्रेयर करूँ, मैं ये वर्ड्स यूज करूँ, वर्ड यूज करूँ, ओके करो, इट विल वर्क. बट इफ योर थॉट फोर्स इज ग्रेट, इफ योर rhythm is great, if your prana is great inside your body, बहुत सारा स्टॉक बना के रखा है, तो इट विल गिव यू प्रोपोर्शनली मोर पावर ना टू हील अदर्स एंड सेल्फ. या फिर बस थोड़ा सा किया, आप चुप बैठ गए कि बाबा ये वर्ड यूज किया या ये मंत्र यूज किया, हाँ थोड़ा अच्छा लगा. Are we like meant for that much only? If we are in this field or if we like all these things, we have some love for it, then definitely you have to go deeper. It's not about big words or big mantras or big prayers, nothing like that. Basics are clear, then every prayer is going to work. To understand because you know how it is going to work and why it is going to work. And if it is not working, then you know the reason also. Now don't tell me that सर ऐसा कैसा बोलते हो. Every single person knows it well why it is not working and why it is working. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ, आईना झूठ नहीं बोलता. अकेले बैठते हो तो आपको पता चल जाता है कि आप क्या कर रहे हो और क्या नहीं, और क्यों नहीं हुआ काम या क्यों हो रहा है, किस ब्लेसिंग से हो रहा है या किस कर्स की वजह से, या किसी की दुआ लगी या दुआ लगी, सब पता होता है इंसान को. एवरीबडी नोज एवरीथिंग. बट वी गिव अ ब्लाइंड आई टू ऑल दिस थिंग्स. I'm wrong, do correct me. I'm really telling you upright. If I'm going wrong somewhere, correct me. But every single person knows why it works and why it does not. Why that limitation comes, or then why suddenly that growth. So everything is there, but we don't want to accept that. And I tell you, healing तो wonderful healing takes place. अच्छे से अच्छे प्रॉब्लम तो सॉल्व हो जाते हैं. कितना भी ओवर बुरा एलिमेंट हो, क्रिटिकल हो, तो भी हीलिंग होती है एक लिमिट तक. मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलता कि गिरा हुआ आदमी तुरंत खड़ा हो जाएगा या आपने हील कर दिया. इट टेक्स टाइम. अच्छा, उस हम पावरफुल है लेकिन उसका कर्म भी तो ऐसा होना चाहिए सामने वाले का कि वो हील हो सके. Might be having a lot of power, I tell you. You might even have a power to bring alive a dead man. But does his karma allow him to get back again into life? Or then he has to go beyond? That is why I said ki practice more, because you have to go deeper and learn that thing. Ki is it possible or is it to be done or not done? Yes, of course you try. As a human being, you try to recover the person from illness or whatever ailment he has or whatever mental problems he has, whatever it may be. But somewhere down the line, karma works. Never forget that. लोग सब हमारा हीलिंग्स का वर्कशॉप तो खोल के बैठ गए, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोग अभी यहाँ पर है जो जुने हैं, जिनको पता है, दोज आर रियली वर्किंग सिंसियर एंड सिंसियरली, दे अंडरस्टैंड दैट वेरी वेल. Why is it working or why it is like percentage or comparatively less or more? They understand that experience, that intuitions come to them. And I feel every single person should learn it. But if you don't understand, ask people who are knowing something. I mean to say practical, yeah. I don't want that like bookish knowledge and they give you definitions and all. People who have been practicing and they understand the thing, go to them and sit down beside them. Who are like healers who are already doing wonderful job. Understand how they are doing. And I feel all healers maximum people tell you the truth, I feel. Oh, there may be a few like थोड़ा सा इन्वर्ड हो गए या थोड़ा सा सेल्फिश होते हैं, वो बात अलग है. But maximum people do help you because they feel their own soul growth should happen. So I feel that those who really want to like uplift themselves, they will definitely help. If somebody comes to you, you can't deny. Okay, we are into that profession, great. I'm okay with that. But at least like you guide them properly. So it's so very important. अच्छा, आप बोलेंगे हीलिंग का कनेक्शन इनवर्ड जर्नी से क्या है ना? इट्स अ डायरेक्ट रिलेशन. इट्स अ 100% डायरेक्ट कनेक्टिविटी, डायरेक्ट रिलेशन विद हीलिंग. इट्स इनवर्ड जाना, डाय इनवर्ड, आपका सब कुछ काम करने लग जाता है अंदर. आप उस मोड पे हो, उस जोन पे हो, यार टू दैट जोन वेयर योर एबिलिटीज इंक्रीज to throw that energy to the person who has problems. Transferring of that energy, so very important. Your thought force is directly related to their ailment, whatever it is. So your force is such that your ability is such that you are able to heal that person. Even if not permanently, temporarily, you can do that. So it's very wonderful. I'm telling you, it's very deep. Try to understand. Just go into that thing and get wonderful results. Even you get that satisfaction, that happiness. You did something. But yes, when it is more or somewhat, I feel sometimes you have to check up also like आप बराबर तो कर रहे हो ना, because see it might like sometimes it does happen. I'm not saying always, but rarely there are cases where it has hit back to the healers also. It is karmic, and definitely sometimes we also have to go through that problem. सामने वाला क्यों बीमार हुआ है या सामने वाला का वो क्रिटिकल स्टेज क्यों आया है, ने क्या गलतियां की कि वो ये भुगत रहा है, वो भी उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है. यस, हमारी ड्यूटी है कि वी वांट टू हेल्प हिम आउट और शी whoever it is, we want to help them out 100%. We out of that heart do it. But definitely that is why I told like dive more deeper that you understand something there also. कि बाबा कहीं मैं गलत तो नहीं कर रहा है, मैं हीलर हूँ, मैं भगवान नहीं हूँ ना. आई एम नॉट द यूनिवर्स, आई एम नॉट दैट थिंग मीन्स आई एम नॉट टोटली like blown up a yogi or something like where these things won't matter to me. सात हो चक्र जागृत हो चुके हैं, हम पूरी तरह से एक अलग लेवल के इंसान हो चुके हैं. नहीं ना, ऐसा नहीं है अभी तक तो. मैटर करेगा चीज, एक हद तक तो करेगा. Start with yourself. Start healing yourself first of all. Start understanding yourself. I definitely tell you, 100% you will get the answers. Why you are into that zone, where it is good or bad, or then why you have we are going through that problem, why you're facing it. Every single question has an answer. While healing others, also like whenever you try to heal others, try to know the history, try to know the truth. Just because they are on your door, don't start doing all those things like okay, I can do that. And I've done that in the past. I really tell you, it's like you feel that happiness 100%. But the problem is that you also have to face that thing if you don't know why it is there. a little bit you have to go deeper, understand people also. Like you just can't be like every time you can't say, okay, I'll do it, okay, I'll do it. Sometimes you have to really understand how much is to be done or not. Yes, guide them, give them all the methods, teach them what they can do for themselves. They come out that critical position. But directly, when you are into the touch with that person, जैसे कि person who is paralytic and you start touching him and doing all things like you're giving him vibrations, energy, everything, your thought process is applied. It can like give you a little bit of setback also at that moment because that much energy is not there suppose और maybe सामने वाले का कर्म उस हिसाब का है तो थोड़ा सा तकलीफ हो सकता है. It can happen. Just because like we are healers like so we'll do each and everything. Even God does not do that. कर्म करो ऊपर से जवाब सीधा आता है ना. So who are we to do it 100% every time to every single person? Yes, we have you have a big heart. Okay, great. You try to heal them. But you if you doubt something, then definitely don't run away from there or don't ignore them, but show them the path at least ki how they can do that and heal themselves. Teach them that. Every single thing is a science. Spirituality itself is science, but it is way beyond. Science has reached to a certain level only. Things are which are unknown are yet to be found and brought under science. That is a different thing, but that is a deeper science. I'm not really talking about any chamatkars, miracles. We are lacking. We have not reached that step or that level. So we understand, we understand less of it. Go that deep. And I tell you, these words, all this, whatever like speeches and bhashan that I am giving or people give, they'll help you, but they will not take you there. मरना तो खुद को ही है, करना तो खुद को ही है, ये हमेशा याद रखो. This presentation or this speech or whatever I'm giving, it is just of words. I just develop that things and I'm just uttering the things out. Some people may like it, some may not like it, some may understand it, some may not. How much you absorb out of it and start practicing. So it is not like I'm not that key about every single word is important. No, it becomes important when you start practicing it. Then you understand what you've done and where you are growing, how much you are growing, how your levels are changing, how your body is shifting the gears inside, how your eyes are working, how your voice is there. Eyes change, your vibrations change, your speech changes, everything happens. If you give enough time, I tell you, for example, people do nowadays, it's a fashion. कि 10-20 minutes करेंगे वो योग या प्राणायाम. Oh, so they will like a daily routine. Great. I'm very happy that people have started that thing. But when you really give time for hours, like 1, 2, 3, 4, I tell you, you'll understand the importance of yourself, of what you are doing, because it plays a major role mentally and physically both. Your skin changes, your voice changes, your thoughts change. your visions change, your creativity becomes a bit different. You are more connected with nature, with universe, with God, with the wonderful people, saints, yogis. You are much more closer after that. You'll understand that when you are doing it. Because till that sequence is not going to match. 10 मिनट ओके, आधा एक घंटा 2 घंटा 4 घंटा आपको एनर्जी मिली, यू थिंक ओ वंडरफुल, मैंने तो रोज योगा किया, मैंने ये किया वो किया, आई डिड टुडे 10 breaths 20 breaths 30 breaths, ओके ग्रेट, फॉर अ नॉर्मल लिविंग इट इज ओके, ऑफिस जाना है देर हुआ है, बट इफ यू टेक आउट द एक्स्ट्रा टाइम यू विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट एक्स्ट्रा यू आर गेटिंग ऑल्सो. What rewards you're going to get, you will understand only when you are giving that time. ऐसे ही हो जाता तो इतने बड़े योगी लोग हैं वो ऐसे ही नहीं 8 और 10 और 12 और 24 घंटा बैठे रहते थे मेडिटेशन में. क्या जरूरत थी उनको ये सब करने की? दे वर ऑलरेडी बिल्ट अप, दे वर ऑलरेडी born इन सो मेनी बर्थ्स एज योगीज. क्यों करते हैं? आपको दिखाने के लिए थोड़ी करते हैं. दे डूइंग शो ऑफ? नो, दे अंडरस्टैंड दैट दे स्टिल विल गो अहेड. Even they have all the powers, all the looks, all the shine, all the twinkling eyes, still they go deeper, deeper, deeper because they know that they have to go far beyond that. These are very high level things. We don't have to talk about it. Let's come to the basics. We have to just flow in a proper way. Just like a beautiful river flowing, you have to just go with it. You know? Because whenever like stones and all those things come between the roughness, that the river becomes rough, no? तो वो काम का नहीं है. जैसे मैंने बोला जबरदस्ती मेडिटेशन करना है, जबरदस्ती ब्रेथ रोकना लंबा, जोर जोर से. आई हैव सीन पीपल डूइंग दैट. इट्स लाइक क्रेजी. when they do that kapalbhati they will make the biggest sound ever and you, like they will make you feel that oh I did it. It will go around 10 20 30 50 meters, that breath is being listened. You are hurting yourself, you are not curing or healing yourself, man. It's a joke. The ability of your body is directly connected to how much you can like adopt that thing. प्राणायाम कर रहे हो या कोई कपालभाति कर रहे हो या कोई भी एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हो, तो आपका बॉडी जितना एब्जॉर्ब कर पाएगा उतना ही करेंगे ना आप ज्यादा करने जाओगे तो थक जाओगे या बीमार हो जाओगे. बढ़ाओ टाइम. मैं मना नहीं कर रहा, 10 मिनट तक आप रोक के रखो सांस, लेकिन क्या आपकी बॉडी एक्सेप्ट करती है, तैयार है उसके लिए? आर यू रेडी फॉर दैट? बट विदाउट गेटिंग अ सिंगल पिंच ऑफ लाइक दैट प्रॉब्लम. आई एम टेलिंग यू कि बाबा मुझे जरा भी तकलीफ नहीं हुई. क्योंकि हम लोग जब सांसें रोकते हैं सडनली वी गिव अप. व्हाट सेंस डज इट मेक? जोर जोर से करेंगे. नो बॉस, यू आर एक्चुअली हर्टिंग योर होल इनर सिस्टम. हील योरसेल्फ बट इन अ प्रॉपर वे. Just because ability of a person sitting beside you, he may be physically very strong or inwardly very strong, and he's able to do that bit more force like that. He can mm, थोड़ा अच्छी तरह से या थोड़ा हेवीली वो कर रहा है, तो जरूरी नहीं कि मैं भी करूँ. आई विल गो अकॉर्डिंग टू माई बॉडीज दिस थिंग, नो. मेरे बॉडी में कितना दम है उस हिसाब से मैं करूंगा ना. एंड माइंड यू, if you are smooth enough now, you can make wonderful things happen more than that person who is having more stamina 10 times than you. Because your flow is totally smooth, that rhythm is there, that mind is very stable, स्थिरता, ध्यानस्थ. थॉट फोर्स इंक्रीज होता है. कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि आप कितने हट्टे खट्टे हो, कितने एनर्जी है, 10 मिनट तक सांस रोका, नो, नथिंग. Don't have to prove that to people or yourself. It will automatically happen. And when you understand that now, that is happening, you'll never ever try to go by force. Make the same mistake again and again, again and again. Whenever like we are into some group or whenever we are like teaching someone, or then some people come up and ask you, and suddenly you start showing them things. Be yourself. But yes, direct them properly, guide them properly, show them that this is the truth. We all have habit, na? And initially, I also had that habit where you, in the beginning, like, okay, oh, I did so such a thing, and today I'm laughing because oh, I used to feel, oh, what great thing I did. I was a fool, I tell you. Nothing great. ऐसे बहुत पढ़े हैं. When I understand, when we get matured, then we understand what wrong we are doing or what. Because observance is a must. You don't observe yourself, nothing is going on. Observe करो खुद को. We are here on this earth to understand ourselves, our growth, healing भी होगी, सब होगा अंदर. लेकिन जब खुद को समझने लगेंगे ज्यादा. मुझे अब यहाँ पेन हो रहा है समझो. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल. ओके, इट्स पेनिंग हियर. सो आई हैव टू गो इनवर्ड एंड सी वेयर एग्जैक्टली इट इज. एक्सरे खुद का निकालो खुद, मशीन वाला नहीं. कि किस एरिया में, किस पार्ट में, कितना परफेक्ट जो पोजीशन है वो कहाँ पर है. गो इनटू इट. You start doing that, you understand your own body, your mind, how it is working. Now, at that same time, again, I'll come back to Baba. Food is also a very important thing in that. ना जब आपको ये तकलीफें है किसी भी तरह की, तो आपका इंटेक क्या होना चाहिए वो भी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. मुझे यहाँ दर्द हो रहा है और मैं मसाले वाला खाना खा रहा हूँ. कौन सा हीलिंग करोगे बाबा? Which type of healing will you do? When you are, it's all burning out here and you're eating something very spicy and you want to heal yourself. It's a laughing stock, no? Understand what you're doing. It's so very important. Healing होती है, 100% होती है, नहीं ऐसा नहीं. Deep, more deeper. Enjoy. So let's like understand ourselves. Healing कैसे होती है, क्या नहीं. No need of any rules and regulations. Okay, so this is all like there are many more things like what we can discuss. Uh, but I would like to stop here. And there is a lot of deep things I'm telling you. When you talk like upfront, when we are discussing all of us, it's a great thing to happen. Interaction happens and it's like very nice, you know. You can really help each other out in that whatever we are doing. So understand. Diving inward, we have already talked in the first 5-10 minutes how you go in. Healing, okay, that is also there. So understand it well. Understand. Please understand. Please understand that it is a direct connection. Nothing is indirect. It's all inwardly woven. एक दूसरे के साथ. And it works. I'm telling you, it works. 100% it works. It'll give you wonderful results. किसी भी तरह का प्रॉब्लम, फिजिकल हो, मेंटल हो, when you start doing it with all your heart out, definitely you'll find that thing good results. Okay, so I would like to stop here and definitely we can talk more on all these things whenever we have time. And people do wish like would like to talk or whatever, like I'm always ready. And even when I need help, okay, there are people out here who always help me, and I'm very like happy, or like I feel so nice that they already means like they helped me a lot in the past also. So I'm just not figuring out any person, but yes, these people have helped me. So great. Okay. Yes, anybody else would like to talk, or like would you like to come out with certain things, please? Yeah.
May I speak, sir?
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Shabana ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. Good evening.
Uh, Sir, shall I make it out that you're trying to say that when we meet ourselves, that is where the process of healing starts?
Yeah, somewhat. No, I would say more of it.
And sir, I must say, today's session was really, I mean, it was head hitting over here. And it was really impactful. I must say it's commendable, sir. It was like really touched someone over here, and it forced the people like me who are not into the process to rethink again, and think about it that, okay, do I want to come into this? Yes. And how it can impact me and how it can transform me. So it was really good today. It was really amazing session, sir, today.
Please go inside more. I would say that's it. I that
Definitely.
thing.
Definitely. After
Yeah.
listening to you today, I felt
Yeah.
like the work needs to be done. The work needs to be done.
Even breathing, you'll have to do till you reach there. You can't say 10 breaths and I'm done. So how can it be
And
possible?
I really watch my clock, sir. When I start, acha, I have started. I honestly will tell you, I watch my clock 15 minutes, 15 minutes. And then, I mean,
That is a
sometime
professional life.
it.
Yeah, this is not profession, no. This is all hobby. You're putting your heart out, your love out for that things. So this is not like going to you. If you count it, see the growth will be that only, like that 15 minutes wala growth. Don't count it. It's what I did. I'm telling you, when I miss out that what I do, when I sleep now, and when suddenly in the middle of the night, if I get up 1:30, 2:30, I start doing that time. And I don't even sit in any Padmasana or anything, I'm telling you. No, nothing will happen if I lie and all. But I just lie down on that bed and do it. Pranayam bhi chalu, meditation bhi chalu, Kapalbhati bhi chalu. I don't get out also. I'm telling you, I just do it. नींद उड़ गई है ना, जो आधा घंटा मिला, पौना घंटा मिला, करो एक्स्ट्रा.
वो वो प्रोसेस सर, ये तब आता है जैसे जैसे नाम जपने का जो प्रोसेस होता है ना, जब आप आपके माइंड में जब आप उठ गए या एकदम से नींद टूट गई, तो वो लाई डाउन करके वो नेम जरूर सर्कुलेट हो जाता है, बट हाँ, ये नहीं ध्यान आता कि ब्रीदिंग कैन ऑल्सो डू अ लॉट ऑफ वंडर्स और समथिंग लाइक
Yeah, and I tell you, after that, suddenly you may go and sleep also again. So let
दैट.
us go.
It
And,
does happen,
and
and it
wonderful.
heals you.
I'll tell you a joke what happens with me, like in my family, what happens. I do Kapalbhati now whenever like, I get up in the middle of the night. When I sleep now, I'm doing that thing in my sleep also. And these people start laughing and all, and suddenly the breath stops, all nonsense things happen. I have don't worry and don't be afraid and all. But see what happens, nothing else. But first it was scary. So okay. But see, when you say that you don't have time, then actually you're fooling yourself, not others. If you want growth, then you can't say that you don't have time. How you have time to work for 10 hours? How you have time to watch movie for 3.5 hours? Then why not this? How you have time to go into that mobile, WhatsApp and all for hours and hours? Then why not this? You understand?
Point.
And that
Point.
thing is never going to give you anything, I'm telling you. What chit chatting you'll do, it is not going to give you any happiness. I'm telling you, after that chat ends, na, you'll be always like सर पकड़ के बैठते हो आप लोग सब. Even me, I'm telling you, it's not about you only. आखिर में माथे पे हाथ मारते हम लोग कि ये क्यों किया मैंने, इससे तो अच्छा 10 ब्रीदिंग ज्यादा कर लेता. So this is what happens, but after that thing. So let's try to change ourselves a little. That would be far better.
Or anything which you would like to say to a layman, that you have already said it, that consciously be conscious. You have already said that. But is there anything else that you would like to say for a layman who really wants to start and get into this? And does these healings help? Do
Yes,
they help?
100%. Every single person I say it helps me, helps compulsory. I would say it's like it has to happen if you are doing it properly. फर्क तो आना ही है. मैं खुद पूरी बॉडी, आई एम माई सेल्फ एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दैट.
And
बिकॉज
if we take the readings, healings from someone else, like maybe it's Reiki processor or it's something else,
टेक इट,
it
नो इश्यूज.
does that make a shift? Because people say that we can't, so we cannot see the shift, or it was like many sessions that has brought a little difference and something like that. Is that like
No, then your faith is somewhere, or that thing is that you are hiding, or you are trying to go in a shell when the healer is there, or that master is there. You don't have to stop yourself, because when you are there, you trust that person 100%. That rapport should be 100%. If you don't do that, how you will gain out of them? You can't. If a person is trying to give you healing and you will like doubt him, then how you will get the results? You'll never get it. Or that it may vary 10, 20, 30%, 40%. If you want 70, 80, 90, 100% results, then you should be fully like surrendered. Okay, do whatever you want. I have trust in you. And see, you will get wonderful results. Because people, the patient या स्टूडेंट या जो भी है ना, वो पहले ना टीचर की परीक्षा लेने जाता है. अच्छा, आजकल टीचर भी वैसे है, अभी हम क्या करेंगे, लेकिन टीचर्स भी ऐसे है कि आधे अधूरे होते हैं, और फिर तो ऐसे वो भी प्रॉब्लम है. तो connecting the proper things is very important.
connection is very important.
Now there are so many gurus out there who are really giving dikshas. Are they really gurus? You tell me. You only think about it and give me an answer. Are they really yogis? Are they like blown up कि बाबा उनका पूरा तिकुट खुल चुका है, सारा सब खुल चुका है? नहीं. तो हु gave them the this thing? जो अधिकार किसने दिया कि तुमको दीक्षा देने के लिए? इस गुरु वाला मतलब. ऐसे टीचर हो आप, मैं भी दे सकता हूँ किसी को. हाँ भाई, यू आर ब्लेस्ड, लेट द गॉड ब्लेस यू, लेट द ग्रेट सेंट्स ब्लेस यू, एवरीथिंग ग्रेट, वी आर डूइंग वंडरफुल थिंग. एंड वी शुड डू दैट, बिकॉज एवरी पर्सन शुड दैट, दे शुड फील दैट कॉन्फिडेंस, ओके आई कैन ग्रो फ्रॉम हियर. बट वी डोंट हैव द अथॉरिटी, नो. That only a yogi has, or a proper saint has, or God has, or that universe has. हम लोग नहीं है. हम लोग सिर्फ थोड़ा सा हेल्प कर सकते हैं, और कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, Rajan, thank
Yeah. How are you?
you. Hello, Hemanji.
Yeah. How are you?
This is just a short, because I have to go for visit tomorrow. This is just a short comment. Very well said. And I really enjoyed my laughter conference last week. And I'm trying to get the inner spirit of laughter, because you said peace begins with a smile, but peace also begins with laughter. And inner spirit of laughter, inner spirit of laughter begins when your surrounding is happy with you and you are happy with the surroundings. But if the surroundings is happy with you, and some other people, if your own sibling is negative with you, you can just ignore, right?
All right.
So so I've been practicing what my hypnotherapy said, what my psychiatrist colleague said, and what all the trainers have said in Mavin, including I've been watching myself over and over again. My podcast with Mavin, I've been watching over and over again. Um, Things that whatever we do, whatever we did, it all makes sense. Yes, we do mistakes, but um, we have our inner voice, laughter yoga has developed my inner voice in me. Thank you.
So let's really like sit in the front of the mirror and understand ourselves more so that we
Yeah,
can keep out more.
that's what I do now. So I got a mirror in front of me. I would say, today my nephew disturbed me, and I would say, hey, why
Hey,
did you do this?
ma'am, it is like when you do that now, I tell you, you'll be able to help more people because you have understood yourself a bit more. That is very important, I tell you. If you understand yourself even 1% more, then you'll be able to give 5% more outside because you understand people more better that time.
Okay, thank you. Hopeful to see you in the next session.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Awesome. Premji, do you want to share?
Thank you very much for the session. Yeah. I want to
Yeah.
say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hemantji. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah.
See you
Thank you,
again.
ma'am. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shabana, ma'am. Thank you.